Welcome, dear listener, to Spirituality in the Brain. I'm Vanessa Anzalone, your host, and this segment is all about the latest findings in neuroscience and the teachings of Spiritism. Today we're talking about newlyweds and new research showing that when newlyweds believe in sharing household chores, the follow-through is everything. So this is published by the University of Illinois. The study says that chances for bliss are highest when husband and wife both believe in diving up the household labor equally, but that happiness won't last long if one partner is perceived as not carrying their fair share of the load. According to the website ScienceDaily.com, published on May 6, 2014, it reports the following on the study by the University of Illinois College of Agricultural, Consumer, Environmental Sciences. Newlyweds need to thoughtfully plan how they can make their expectations about sharing chores work out in their real life, especially if the new spouses strongly value gender equality in household labor. This issue will only matter more after children start arriving, said Dr. Brian Ogolski, a University of Illinois professor of human development and family studies. The way that couples negotiate the division of household chores in the first 2 years of marriage is important because once patterns are established, they persist over time and can lead to increased conflict and decreased happiness in the marriage for years to come. The study examined the beliefs, behaviors, and marital quality of 220 heterosexual newlywed couples and found that dividing household tasks affect the marital satisfaction of wives but not of husbands. When wives valued equal sharing of household, they were significantly happier if their husbands shared those beliefs. When couples divided household tasks in traditional ways, close matches in belief and behavior didn't seem to affect marital satisfaction as much. These results were interesting because usually marital satisfaction is studied in only one spouse. Here we were able to see what happens when there is a discrepancy in spouses' attitudes on this issue. If a woman believes that household chores should be divided equally, what happens if they adopt a traditional approach to the matter? The most satisfied couples have similar expectations and follow through on them. For husbands, sharing household tasks isn't as directly related to their satisfaction. Either they don't perceive that there is a discrepancy or they have bought into the idea that the second shift belongs to women. The important thing is to enter a marriage with a clear understanding of where your partner stands on these issues. Such an understanding helps couples avoid becoming disillusioned as the marriage goes on. The story is based on the paper The Role of Couple Discrepancies in Cognitive and Behavioral Egalitarianism in Marital Quality, published in the journal Sex Roles in 2014. This is quite interesting because this is science telling us that we really need to polish our communication, making sure that expectations are being, shared with one another, especially in a relationship like marriage. In the Gospel According to Spiritism, we're going to find on chapter 22 that the understanding is such that in marriage itself, the law of love should be the foundation. On item 3 of that chapter, Kardec says, God has willed for individuals to be united, not only through the ties of the flesh, but also through those of the soul, so that the mutual affection of the spouses is extended to their children, and that there should be two, instead of one, to love them, care for them, and enable them to progress. Here we have in this very chapter the beautiful understanding that when we enter a marriage, it's very important for people to work on not only respecting each other, but helping one another. So this is science telling us the importance of having clear expectations, having clear communication, and making sure that we express the care for one another. In this case, they show quite clearly that it depends on how we are taking care of the common things. When we talk about household chores, we're talking about the things that belong to both and how both are preserving that common space, that secure retreat, which is the home of the couple. So it's very important that the couple has clear expectations and they work to really make the other one happy. We usually enter a marriage thinking, is this gonna make me happy? But we should instead think, how can I make this other person happy? What does he or she like that I can do to make him or her happy? If we work on that line of thought, things are gonna be paradise. Dear listener, these are food for thought for you. We hope you meditate on this. Visualize a beautiful relationship in which there is respect and there is also cooperation. Paul of Tarsus once said, where there is cooperation, there is peace. And it's the very, very result of this research. Where there is cooperation, there is peace and harmony. This is it for today, dear listener. If you have a question or a comment, please write to us at cardiacradio.com. We have a contact form. We will be happy to listen from you.